My favorite holiday of the year is upon us, and no, it's not Christmas, it's Halloween. I love Halloween. I love the costumes, I love the creativity, and I love all the weird, eccentric people that come out and have a good time. It's also a great time to do DIY projects, so kind of has a lot of aspects to it that are really fun. So this video is me going out to Dollarama. Now, Dollarama is a discount store in Toronto. Everything in this store is between $1 to $4. So I went to scope out Dollarama and check out what kind of interesting Halloween stuff they had going on this year. Every year they have different things, and you never know what kind of weird, eccentric, crazy stuff they're going to have. So I love to go checking out Dollarama and see what the prices are. So that's $4. That's the most expensive thing in the store. Now there's other stores like Spirit Halloween that have really great masks and really expensive things. You can spend like $75 in that store, but Dollarama is $1 to $4. So if you're on a budget, Dollarama is the place to go. So let's check out some of the stuff at Dollarama. That's a fun boa, $2. Not bad at all. Those skeletons are cool too. Good to paint. You can paint and funk them up. I like taking ordinary, boring things and just like painting them all different colors and putting on sparkles and really funking it up. Lots of creepy dolls. And skulls. They usually sell between $2 to $3. Creepy clown, $3. There you go. Wigs here for $4 or less. Usually the wigs are like $3 or $4, which isn't bad for a wig, I would imagine. Now, of course, the quality of the wigs is not going to be very good, but I mean, it's only for Halloween, right? So hats are usually $3. And look at that, they got stuff for your pooch too. That's cute. Over here you got lights, candles, things like that. And from the ones that I've bought, like I bought this one here, it was $1.25, and it's really cool. It gives out red, blue, and green light. Flashes off and on. Does a really good job lighting things up. I also bought this skeleton lantern right here. I have a lot of shit in my house from Dollarama. And there's so many in downtown Toronto. There's like 5 within walking distance of my apartment. So you have them basically all over the city. $4 to be a cop. Over here you have the hats. Check out these skeleton masks. $3 and the mouths move. So that's not bad. Usually the masks are pretty basic, but now they're starting to bring in masks that actually move. That's not bad for like, $3-4. They're all plastic. But I've seen there's a $4 mask, those Mexican masks. I've seen in other stores, they have things of similar quality. For instance, Spirit Halloween has things of very similar quality, and they charge a hell of a lot more. And the thing is that they're all made in China. Every store you go to, I don't care if the masks are expensive or cheap, they're all made in China. So the quality is very similar on some of these masks. That's to put on the side of a tree. Halloween decoration, but you could actually use that as a mask too. $4. Lots of DIY projects, things you can paint yourself, decorate yourself there, which is always fun. Why not bring your own creativity to your costume instead of just putting, you know, a generic store-bought costume? Isn't that cute? Usually there's just one aisle in Dollarama that's devoted to Halloween stuff. You got some candy there. I wouldn't advise buying the candy. It's probably lower quality candy. But if you're just going to buy a costume and use it for one day, I mean, why spend $75 on a mask if you're only going to use it once? I got some of these hair painting products. They work pretty well. You just put it on, you can paint your beard or whatever, your hair, eyebrows, any crazy thing. Another thing too is if you check out the price of the makeup at Dollarama compared to other stores, it's exactly the same quality from what I've seen, and the prices are really different. Big difference. Suspenders. They have a lot of tattoos now. Flashing lights there. Suspenders. I actually have those. I thought they were kind of cool. That's a flashing necklace. Spray paint for the hair, temporary coloring. I like these creepy dolls. I actually bought one of the skeletons. Not that one there, but one dressed in a formal suit for like, I think it was $2. Good for decoration. There's the one there with the top hat. I think it's $2.50. I keep all my Halloween stuff too. I do not get rid of my costumes. I keep them for years and years. So I have all kinds of cool costumes from way back in the day. I bought a few of these here, but of course I didn't keep them all white. I actually painted them and did different things with them. That's part of the fun, is just taking it and making it your own. Putting your own spin on it, putting lights and things that don't have lights. I like these scarves. You can see through these scarves. You could actually put it around your face and use it as a mask, or at least conceal your identity. I got a cop hat too. $3 for a nice, colorful, flashy tie. When you go out in Toronto, people have very elaborate costumes. They put a lot of work into their costumes. Church Street's the place to go. They close down the street and they have a big Halloween parade, and sometimes they have, not a parade, but a big Halloween festival, and sometimes they have like a Halloween contest, costume contest. All the bars are full of people. Everybody's taking selfies and filming, and I am actually going to go and film like I do usually every year. Film all the cool costumes. People spend a lot of money on costumes. Not a lot of people go into Dollarama. It's people going to these really expensive costume shops where they spend like $100-200 on a costume. If you got that kind of money for a one-night Halloween costume, great, but a lot of people in Toronto don't, especially when they're paying $2,000 a month rent. You know, their expenses are very high in Toronto. Average rent in Toronto is now something like $2,300 for a one-bedroom apartment in the central core of Toronto. So people are on a budget. That's why Dollarama does so well. Even in expensive areas, there's Dollarama in some very wealthy areas does very well. Because even rich people gotta cut back on, you know, certain things. Pay their mortgage or pay their rent on a condo. Now there's one of the masks that I saw at another Halloween store. Dollarama sells it for, I think it's $3, and at the other store that I went to, the regular Halloween store, it was something like $12, $13. So really big markup. I actually bought a few of the masks here in Dollarama. But of course I completely changed them. I just keep the base, the hard plastic base, and then I add stuff to it. That's a cool little mask. $4. Satan. Now some of these masks are made out of thin plastic, so they're kind of delicate, but if you buy them and you put a coating on them of glue and material, you can actually make them really strong so they last. That's what YouTube's good for, DIY Halloween costumes. You can learn everything through YouTube. Thank God for YouTube. These ones here are like $3. Little cat costumes. There's a number of these masks that I remember buying over the years. Sometimes Dollarama brings back a lot of the same things every year. Of course, they always have new stuff, but most of their stuff is pretty much the same. So if you see stuff in this video, there's a good chance it'll be in Dollarama next year. Unfortunately, I've been busy in the last week, so I haven't had time to put this out. So this is a little bit late. I wanted to put it out earlier, but I didn't have a chance to actually make the video. So I'm really cutting it close to Halloween. But you know, this is Dollarama, so if people like what they see here, they can go back next year and buy stuff. It's also good for people that live around the world outside of Canada who've never seen Dollarama, so they kind of get to see what a discount Halloween, well, a discount store at Halloween, right? Check out all the crazy, creepy stuff. I love the creepy stuff. $4 for a big plastic skeleton head. Now what I've done with some of these plastic skeletons is cut open the back of the head and put in that light, the one where I bought for $1.25 that has the 3 lights flashing. And when you put it inside, once it reflects on the white plastic, you really see the colors. It looks really cool. Especially as a decoration if you have a Halloween party and you have these skulls and they're all glowing with all these different like neon colors. Looks really cool. I got a thing for bats. Every time I see a bat costume or a bat decoration, I'm always checking it out. I think bats are really cool creatures. I also like these skeletons here. As a matter of fact, I bought some. I like the facial expression on the skeleton. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy that. Looks kind of weird. Glow in the dark stuff. Lots of signs too. A lot of this stuff is for decorating your home for parties and stuff. I'm curious to see what American stores have, because when you go to dollar stores in the United States, they really have some good deals down there. So I would not be surprised if they had some really good stuff for really discount prices down in the United States. Now that's pretty good. $4 for a Marilyn Monroe dress. And actually the quality of the material, I thought it was going to be very like delicate, but when I felt it, it's actually really sturdy. It's kind of like a nylon, a stretched nylon. But it's the kind of garment that should last a while. It doesn't look like it's going to fall apart quickly. These hats are cool. $4 for those little top hats. I like that. That would be cool on the right if you had the right kind of look. Lots of things like devil horns and rabbit ears and unicorns and all that kind of stuff. I think it was $2. They even have some that I have some devil horns that light up that I got for $2. Red horns that flash. Fake blood. There's the makeup. The makeup, how much is that? $1 something? If you go to a regular Halloween store, you're going to pay probably $4 for the makeup, and it's the exact same quality too. $3 for the emoji or the poop. Lit up there. I actually got one of those emoji masks from way back. I like that crazy clown mask. And I got some of the hats from years ago that I bought and I painted, and I put lights on some of them, on one of them. I made them metallic. Put a coating of glue with paint, and then I put on the very shiny metallic copper look to it. So that completely changed the look of the hat. Glitter. Glow in the dark paint. So we're almost at the end of this scoping out the Dollarama for Halloween. I probably got half of this shit in my house. From over the years. Okay, it's the end of the tour, the Halloween tour of Dollarama. You can find those Dollarama stores literally every neighborhood in Toronto practically. They are everywhere. Okay, adios.